Coming up next, I'll share with you great characteristics of great employees. And then only 50% of the 2020 class has a full-time job. And of course, we take your calls, and it all starts right now. All right, welcome to the Ken Coleman Show, where we help you win in your work and as a result, win in your life. You have relational and professional purpose, and we want to show you how those two work really closely together. If you want to live that best life, that unique life that you were created to live, that includes your work. And so we want to help you, whether it's just figuring out what that is, getting qualified to do it, getting connected to have the opportunity to do it, and then how do you start right and move up and step into that dream job, really defined pretty simply as a job that you're using what you do best, your talent, to do work that you really love, to produce results that matter deeply to you. Talent, passion, and mission, those are the three elements. And when those are aligned, it truly is a dream job. The income is there, and the impact is also there. Money and meaning, this is what we all strive for, and that's good. So let's help you do it. 844-747-2577 is the phone number, 844-747-2577. Okay, so I want to give you a snapshot. Not a complete list, but a good list, if you will, of the characteristics of a great employee. You want to assess yourself at this time of the year, which you should be doing in really every area of your life. Here's a nice little list I put together that's going to give you an inventory list. If you are brave enough to do some self-reflection, if you are brave enough to get some feedback on your own reflection, this is a great list to guide you. So this is when somebody says, he's one of a kind. She's cut from a different kind of cloth. She's out of the ordinary. He's remarkable. Those kind of sentences are said about women and men who have these characteristics. First, aware. Oh, an aware person, boy, is really unique in this world. Somebody who's truly self-aware. The good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. An aware person. They're honest about their strengths, their weaknesses, their desires, the things that drain them. They're just really, really aware. And as a result, they stand out. Another characteristic, focused. Not easily distracted. This person is eye on the prize. Focused. They know exactly what they're going after and why they're getting after it. Boy, that makes them really, really great. Another great characteristic, consistent. A person who is consistent, they just show up day in, day out, and deliver. They show up and they deliver. They can be trusted. They can be counted upon. Another characteristic of a great employee, enthusiasm. Enthusiasm. They got some joy, right? This isn't hyper, by the way. This isn't, I slug a Red Bull and now I'm jittery off my rock and I'm just all the time, high energy. No, that's not enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is joy. It's infectious. They're happy to be there. Happiness is an outcome of joy. Enthusiasm is an outcome of joy. But they are just enthusiastic, happy to be there, happy to have the shot. Next, they're learners. Great employees are learners. They're committed to always growing, always getting better, learning. How can I do this better? How can I be better? What skills can I add to my tool belt? What experience should I add to my tool belt? Great employees are learners. They know they don't have it all figured out, and they are Let's combine two here. They're enthusiastic about learning. They know that knowledge is power. If I'm not learning, I'm not growing. If I'm not growing, I am, by default, dying. Next, they're teammates. Oh, they have a spirit of the team. Certainly aware of who they are, as we talked about in the first characteristic, but they also are very aware of the role they play in the greater team, the greater organization. I'm aware not just of myself, I'm aware of my team. What does my team count on me for? See how all these are starting to come together? An aware person is a consistent person. Because they know who they are, what they're supposed to do, why they're supposed to do it, who's counting on them. They see themselves as a role player in something that is far bigger than themselves. This makes for a great employee. And then finally, a flexible person. Oh, my goodness. And now some of you are going, well, Ken, my hamstrings are a little tight. My back's a little tight. Mine's a little tight today. Physically, Alex and Joe and Amanda and Nathan all know that my back right now is giving me all kinds of fits. I'm the least flexible person at Ramsey Solutions right now physically. I'm not talking about physical flexibility. Now, physical flexibility, I don't want to poo-poo it. I probably should be doing some yoga, but it ain't my jam. So I'm not going to do it. I'm talking about an attitude of flexibility. An attitude of whatever comes my way that's outside of what I planned that day, what I expected to maybe encounter or confront, and something different comes to me, I don't go like this. I don't know what to do. No, a flexible person goes, okay, not part of the plan. I got to adjust. I got to adapt. I got to change my mindset. I got to change my actions. And I got to change my attitude. That's a flexible person. Because can we just pause for a moment here on this all-important trait? And let's just acknowledge that even the most positive, optimistic among us, we have to confront the reality that sometimes life throws a good amount of suck right at us. Like a bucket of suck. Just dumps it right on us, right? I mean, I love when these football players surprise their coaches after a big win and they dump the big Gatorade bucket on them. You know what I mean? I'll never forget a few years ago, Joe, you remember this. We had the ALS challenge. Everybody was doing it, to support our friends and neighbors and family members who were experiencing ALS. And so the ice bucket challenge became this cultural phenomenon. And Joe, you remember the day that I was hosting the video channel and Dave, we knew he was going to do it, but he still surprised me. We had planned it. Nathan,
yeah.
On the video channel live, Dave was going to dump the ice water on me. And I thought he was going to do it at a certain time, and he ended up jumping the gun just to shock me even more. It was really fun, right? Life does that to us. When we least expect it, here comes the bucket of suck. Doosh, all over us. Flexible people go, all right, that was cold. I didn't like that. I'm not going to let it ruin my day. I'm going to adapt. I'm going to keep moving. You can be a great employee. Those are some ways to do it. This is the Ken Coleman Show. You were created to fill a unique role in this world, but figuring out what that is can feel overwhelming. That's why we created the Get Clear Career Assessment. In less than 15 minutes, you'll get customized results that clarify and verify what you do best, the work you love, and the results you want to produce. You'll even get a list of professional possibilities to help you jumpstart the job search. To get started, go to kencoleman.com/assessment. Welcome back to the Ken Coleman Show. We're helping you win at work and win at life. They are connected. Life is way too freaking short and so unbelievably precious to not be doing work that you're good at, work that you love, and work that produces results that matter to you. This is going to increase your income and it's also going to allow you to experience tremendous impact. Money and meaning. It is possible. We want to help you have a whole bunch of both. 844-747-2577. 844-747-2577 is the number. It is your show. I'm here to coach you, counsel you, and cheer you on. Connor starts us off in Grand Junction, Colorado. Connor, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hey, Ken, thanks so much for taking my call.
You bet.
I love your show, listen to it all the time.
Thank you.
I love everything you do. So
thank you.
So thank you very much for being there and for helping us.
You bet. What's up today?
So I'm 22. I got a little bit of debt. Totally self-employed. I write film music and do some marketing and kind of dabble at a lot of different things. I enjoy it all. But some stuff, doesn't make as much as other stuff. So my income's very up and down. And work is not, work is steady. Like, I'm busy all the time, but it's for different clients here and there. And so it's just not it's not a 9 to 5 making a steady paycheck, And my problem is that I think I take on too much, like more than I can handle myself, because I'm doing music and market, like video editing and email marketing and all these different areas. And again, I like it all, but I can't, I have trouble being able to focus on one thing and do it well and meet deadlines. And I can't really, I don't feel like I can cut anything loose right now because I need the money. But I really don't know how to handle everything I have and keep up and meet the deadlines I need to meet. And I don't know if it's just do I need better discipline or are my expectations too high? Do I need to cut back and just focus on one thing that I'm good at and try and make the most of that, or what? Because I'm trying to pay off debt at the same time, so I'm trying to keep the income up.
How many hours a week are you working on average?
Ooh, good question. I would say
ballpark
70 to 80. I don't pretty much from the time I get up to the time I go to bed. It's not like I'm not getting paid by the hour for everything I do. Some of it's
project
hourly,
based.
and some of it, some of it's flat rate. So
okay, so first of all, you're working way too many hours. I don't think discipline is your issue, unless anybody who's working 70, 80 hours. And I believe you're telling me the truth, this is not a discipline thing. You ask Ken, do I need to be more disciplined? Not as it relates to work. You're working too much.
Yeah, but I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere, and I because some it's all creative work, and I don't have enough experience in everything that I'm doing to know, okay, if I take on this project, this is the amount of time it's going to take me to get it done, and it's going to be done well and quickly. So I end up working way more than I anticipate I'm going to at the beginning of the project because maybe I'm overconfident. I don't know.
Inexperienced maybe, because you feel like I can get it done faster than I thought. And then when I dive into it, there might be some perfectionism that you're fighting. I don't know that. I'm almost digging.
Yeah. Well, it is. I don't like to send in anything that I don't think is as good as I can possibly make it.
Yeah. So I think we got a couple of things going on here. I think you're having a hard time saying no to the things that you should probably pass on so that you could be hyper-focused on saying yes to the things that you really want to do. And that's coming from a place of fear because you've got some debt, right? And you've got this, you've got a bit of a roller coaster, sounds like, with your income. So we got to kind of back out of this for a second, right? Because here's the short version of what you need to do. What you need to do is get stable financially first. And then we go, okay, now that I'm stable financially, how do I now begin to branch out and begin to go towards what I really want to do? So that, I'm giving you there's my bumper sticker answer, but now I want to back out of this. Okay. You are doing, let's just walk through this quickly. You are doing 2 or 3 different types of work. What specifically are you 2 or 3 different types of work?
Yeah, I mean, most of it is between marketing and writing music. So, marketing entails a number of things in that category.
So what kind of stuff are you doing? Are you writing marketing copy? Are you coming up with marketing campaigns and executing on it for other people? Give me the quick snapshot.
Yeah, I would say more executing marketing ideas for a specific client. So email, social media, producing video promos and audio promos.
And this is for one,
kind of
and you're a contractor?
Yes.
For one company?
Yes.
And how much are you making ballpark with that one company, that one client?
A year.
Ballpark.
Again, those hours are up and down too, but I would say, I don't know, 25 to 30,000 a year just with that.
Okay, and then the only other gig you have is writing jingles.
Well, yeah, it's more. I'm more trying to like film scoring, and that's what I really enjoy doing the most.
That's what you ultimately want to do,
right?
But what are you making? Tell me how much money you're making. Ballpark. I'm going somewhere with this, so don't get too into the weeds here.
Okay, ballpark on the music this year was just shy of 11,000.
Okay, all right. Is there anything else that you've brought in money for quickly?
Web design for another client.
How much is that?
That would be about 1,000 to 2,000.
Okay, that's not real money. That's like a side project. Okay, so 25-ish on the marketing project, and 11,000 for the musical writing. But the reality is that the scores, the movie scores, and writing music, that's the ultimate gig. If you were making 60,000 or 50,000 doing that, you'd drop all this other stuff in 2 seconds. Yes or no?
Yeah, totally.
All right, so now there's our total clarity. So here's the deal. You're working 70, 80 hours a week. You're already fried, and there's only a matter of time before you have to stop doing that. True or false?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, dude.
No, yeah, definitely.
All right, so now the other good news is you're 22. You don't have a wife and family, right?
Right.
Great. So you know what you need? You need a really good day job. You need to stop this freelance marketing stuff where you're not getting paid very much at all. And you're diving into perfectionism and you're feeling all this pressure and blah, 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 blah. And then you love writing scores, which you really want to do. So you need stability. You need a day job that is talent only. I don't even care if it's passion and mission, in all honesty. Can be.
Yeah.
That'd be great. But it doesn't have to be a sweet spot job because it's a day job. So if you're making 45 or 50 a year in a marketing job, because you've got some skill set and experience. Now we're working 40 hours a week, and I'm giving you the ideals. So you're working 40 to 45 hours a week max in a marketing job for an agency when you're not all stressed out. You know what you're supposed to do, and you relax and you do the freaking work.
Right.
All right, now we don't have to worry about scrapping. So now you're mentally and emotionally able to then focus more on the writing, and maybe you spend 20 hours of true passion time during the week, writing scores and building that up till you get to the point that maybe you can step from the marketing job into the full-time writing music for TV and movies or whatever else. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
You're on this merry-go-round of chaos that you need to get off of.
Yeah.
And you do that by getting a really good, solid day job that allows you to use your talent. If it's work you love or really enjoy, there's a little bit of passion there, all the better. So that's the path forward. Do you understand?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Do we have time for one more quick question?
It's got to be super fast. I got 25 seconds. Go.
Okay. If I drop the music and just do a day job, I don't want to lose those clients that I've been working with.
I didn't say drop the music. I said get yourself a day job that is way less work and more money so that you can focus on the music. The music is the extra. You need a 40-hour-a-week job that just allows you to be stable. This is the Ken Coleman Show.
We were drawn to Christian Healthcare Ministries because we both had young families and we wanted to have more children. And we had also just started a real estate company and needed to find healthcare coverage that would meet our needs. We were attracted to CHM because of its low monthly costs and the ability to negotiate medical costs down.
Established in 1981 and accredited by the Better Business Bureau, CHM is here to meet the needs of your growing family or small business. Check us out at chministries.org.
We absolutely believe in it.
Welcome back to the Ken Coleman Show. We're helping you win at work and at life. We want you to have more money and experience more meaning. That's what this is all about. Monday through Friday should be really, really awesome. You have your hard days, bad days, but overall, you should really be enjoying your work because you're good at it, because you actually enjoy the work, you love it, and you're producing results that connect to your values. You see what you're doing in the world and you go, that connects to me. That's when the money and the meaning come together and you're winning. And all that purpose in work is now going to invade your personal life as well. You're not dragging junk home with you. You're not yelling at the kids. You're not resenting everything during the day and then trying to turn that off at night. Come on. That's what we mean. We're here to help you. 844-747-2577. 844-747-2577. All right. New headline out here that is just more evidence that higher education is on its way to being extinct if it doesn't make some major changes. Let's unpack it here in the news. Headline is from CNBC. Just 50% of the college class of 2020 has traditional or got traditional full-time jobs 6 months after graduation. So if you look at the college class of 2020, that's last May, June, obviously they came out into this wild, crazy pandemic work culture, and it was just crazy. People being laid off, furloughed left and right. Nobody really knew what was going on. What was it going to be in the future? It was intense. And these poor kids are walking into that. The National Association of Colleges and Employers recently analyzed the outcomes for 563,000 bachelor's graduates across 337 colleges and universities. And they found that only 50% of the class of 2020 had full-time jobs with a traditional employer, meaning they're not working as a freelancer or an entrepreneur. So within 6 months of their graduation, only 50% of the class of 2020 had full-time jobs. In comparison, 55% of the class of 2019 were employed within the same time. So a 5% drop. It's 55.3. So let's call it almost 5.5% drop. So again, I don't want to just focus on the 2020 data. Let's look at the 2019 data. And so you've got just 2 years of data here. 1 year not associated with the pandemic. Even in 2019, only 55% of college grads got a regular job, traditional employment, within 6 months of graduating. Yikes. If I was a college educator, I'd be embarrassed by that. Why are we going to college again? I thought it was to get qualified to do a job. Maybe it's more about sowing those wild oats than we care to admit, parents. I'm trying to step on too many toes today. According to an analysis of the U.S. Census Bureau, Labor of Statistics, and National Center for Education Statistics data for the years 1980 to 2019. Oh, yeah, I'm really stirring it up now. We're going to go look at the data for a long time. College costs have increased by 169% over the past 4 decades. 169%. To make matters worse, college graduates today also owe more in student debt. Adjusted for inflation, 2008 college grads owed $24,012 in student loans on average. In 2020, that total was closer to $36,665. Wow. It's just extraordinary. So here we sit. How does this affect you? Why am I sharing this with you? Because some of you are thinking, as you've been taught to think, conditioned to think, that for you to get a better job, for you to pivot to what you want to do, that you have to go get a degree. In some cases, that is still true. In a lot of cases, it's not true. And I'm going to keep hitting this drumbeat over and over and over and over again. Because culturally, we have just driven people to degrees they don't need, they don't want, that they can't afford. And when they come out, they can't even get the job. There's a better way. You want to go into technology? Why wouldn't you go to Bethel Tech? Less than $15,000, 9 months, online. They have a placement rate in the 70% of their students are getting placed within a month, days, weeks. That's just one option in technology. There's so many other training programs and certification programs that'll get you where you want to go. And so we've just got to understand this. These numbers keep showing up and we're numb to them. I don't know why. I don't know why we're so numb to this. As a parent or as somebody who's thinking about going to college, maybe you took a gap year right now. Maybe you're in your late 20s, you never went to college, and you're going, well, I think I might want to go to college. Okay. Is it the only way to get qualified to do what you want to do? Because the data says that 50% of 2020 college grads didn't even get a job within the first 6 months. Where is the distinguishing advantage? Where's the competitive edge for the degree? Listen, folks, I do this on the show sometimes. And those of you that are in higher ed or you really loved your college and you loved your 4 years and you go, if I wouldn't have gone to college, I wouldn't be where I am. Some of you get a little disgruntled at me. It's okay. Will you hear what I'm saying? I'm saying, why isn't it okay for us to, on the outset, before we move into a college education, that we as individuals, we as a society go, is this the best way? Is this the only way? What's the ROI? The return on investment. This is a lot of time and money. I challenge you to come up with 2 things that matter more to people. Outside of family, time and money are it. And let's just be really honest. Some of you watching today, you value your time and money more than you do your family members. Oh, there it is. Two of our 3 greatest resources in our life, time and money. Throw family in the top 3. You get to order it. I'm not going to get in your business. And we think about spending that kind of time and that kind of money and not playing it out. It's like starting a business and putting a sizable amount of cash into the launch of the business and not even playing with the business plan, not even doing any research, not talking to anybody, just go, well, I'm going to invest $100,000 in this franchise. Oh, really? What's your business plan? We're not doing one. Have you talked to anybody that's doing it? No. We just feel pretty good about it. That's going to pay off. Everybody says this franchise makes everybody a lot of money. If you were talking to a friend about that, and that was the conversation, you would go, whoa, yikes. You either would confront them about it, or you leave the conversation, call your wife, your spouse, your friends, family, go, hey, man, did you hear what Bob's doing over there? This guy's jumping in both feet, cannonball. He has no idea what he's jumping into. And yet, that's essentially what's happening with college. If we tell the truth, the amount of kids that jump into something with their parents' encouragement, jump into all kinds of debt at a college, and they kind of go, well, I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work out, but I know it's going to work out. Really? I don't know. Food for thought. There are better ways. Don't move. More of the Ken Coleman Show coming right up. Are you wondering if you should leave your current job or stay put? Well, you're not alone. That's why we created the Should I Quit My Job quiz. In just 5 minutes or less, this quiz will help you determine if you're at the right company and if you're in the right role. And if you need to make a move, you'll get practical steps to keep you moving forward. Folks, it's time to get unstuck. Life is too short not to do what you were created to do. Go take the quiz right now at kencoleman.com/quiz. Welcome back to the Ken Coleman Show. Checking out the old chat room right now here live. If you're joining us live here on the show, I know many of you watch later, but if you're live, always love to jump in here. And so I got a question from Ahmed. Hello, Ken. I'm a doctor. Always worked in a hospital. Now getting ready to start the private practice. Opportunity is right, but I'm anxious of failure. Lack of paycheck bothers me. Any advice? Okay, here's my advice. The good news is you are a doctor. You have unbelievable amount of people that you can bounce this practice off of. If you haven't, you need to sit with at least 2 or 3 different doctors that you either know very well personally or you've got an acquaintance and a professional connection to, and you need to ask them how they did it. These are people who walked your path. They were worked in a hospital and now they are in their practice, or they've just opened up a practice. They're a doctor who never worked in a hospital, but they opened up a practice. And doctors many times are great at being doctors, but they suck at being business people. So you better get with, this is the proximity principle. Sit with some doctors who have opened up practices and they figured it out. What did they do wrong? What would they do over again? What would they change? All those things. And then you figure out, okay, what's the paycheck situation? How did they buffer it? This is easy for you to figure out, but you got to sit knee to knee, eyeball to eyeball with some doctors that have done it right and have won. That is a master class. Go do that. All right, let's get to the phones. Nicholas joins me now here in Bumpus, Virginia. Nicholas, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hey, Ken. I'm an active duty service member.
Oh, great.
And I'm going to be transitioning out in just under 2 years now.
Okay.
And I feel like I have some paralysis of the analysis, but I'm bouncing between mainly 2 different careers.
Okay.
And I'm just trying to clarify which one might be a better path for me.
All right, so hit me with both, A and B, and I want you to give it to me quickly. Ken, this is option A, this is option B, and I'm leaning towards one or the other, and I'm dealing with these emotions. Help. So hit me. A and B, go.
All right. A is getting a bachelor's degree and then pursuing a degree in medicine.
To do what?
And
to be a surgeon, to be a general practitioner, doctor, what?
To be a surgeon.
Okay. What type of surgery?
General surgery.
General surgery. Okay, great. What's option B?
Option B, I'm really tempted to do something in engineering, specifically in the biomedical or electrical area.
Okay, great. And which one are you leaning towards of option A or B? Which way does your heart tend to almost always vote, or at least lately?
Lately, it's been the engineering. Mm-hmm. My wife would say that I go towards a doctor, though.
Well, I didn't ask. Now, don't take this the wrong way. I really don't care what your wife thinks. I know that sounds really rough, but that's not is what I'm saying. I'm getting your attention. I do care what your wife thinks, but I want to know what your heart is telling you would rather do. And you told us it's the engineering.
Mm-hmm.
So if it was just you right now and you knew you could not fail, which one would you choose? You. Say it.
I think I would actually go the surgeon route.
Well, a minute ago, you told me you were leaning towards electrical engineer, so I'm as confused as you are.
If I could not fail, like fear of imposter syndrome type of thing, I think I would go the surgeon route.
Why?
I'm currently in the medical field.
Give me the heart. In 5 seconds, why would you rather be a surgeon? What's the why?
I like helping people from a medical point of view.
And you're doing that now in the military.
Correct.
Great. And the military will pay for your education, correct?
The GI Bill will cover any education I choose to do.
All right. Then this is your call. There's nothing for me to analyze. You threw me off with what you said, but if your heart is telling you I'd rather be a surgeon, that's the work that I love, it's going to create a result that matters deeply to me, then go. So now I guess we do care more about what your wife thinks. Very interesting. Flip-flop, don't flip-flop. Follow your heart. This is the Ken Coleman Show.
You were created to fill a unique role in and through your work. Now, some of you may be going, I have no idea what that is. Some of you may be saying, I know what I want to do, but I don't know how to get there. I felt all of those emotions. I've been where you are, and I can tell you, there's hope. That's why I wrote the book, From Paycheck to Purpose. You can make the income you want and the impact that you desire, and I know that you have what it takes.
Helping you win in your work and in your life. This is the Ken Coleman Show. Thrilled to have you with us. Thanks for being with us. You matter so much. There is so much that you can offer the world. And I'm really locking in. The team, we had a great meeting this morning. And I'm saying it a little bit differently, but I'm going to be driving this message. There is purpose in your relational life and in your professional life. And I think for far too long, we've kind of tended to separate those, and that's creating all kinds of problems. Stress and anxiety during the week. How much of it is from your work? How much of that stress and anxiety is now dripping off of you when you walk in the house? How's that affecting your relationships? Let's flip it for a second. How unhealthy is your relationship life? And then how is that dripping off of you at work? We're going to help you on both. We are a friend to you. And if you're struggling in any one of those areas of life, guess what? It's affecting the other area. If your house is on fire, your home life is on fire, believe me, it's affecting you at work. If work is toxic or not good or boring or whatever, that is affecting you at home. And so we want to help you win in both. I want you to make more money and experience more meaning in your work. That's purpose. 844-747-2577. 844-747-2577. For some of you, you are one move away. You need to quit your job because it's not in your sweet spot. It's causing all kinds of personal crap in your life that's affecting everything and everybody. But you're terrified of moving on. So why don't you step out? Because it sucks. Putting yourself out there is tons of resume submissions, not hearing anything, hearing something, then getting jilted. They ghost you. Companies are ghosting you. That's why I endorse the number one hiring site in the United States, ZipRecruiter. Why? Because it's easy for you in the form of just minutes at ZipRecruiter.com/Ken. You fill out a profile, upload your resume, and put their technology and their relationships to work for you. It's free as well. They make their money with companies paying them to access you. It's brilliant. That's why I endorse them. Number one, they're good. Number two, it's easy. And number three, it's free. ZipRecruiter.com/Ken. Let them work for you. Let them start pitching you, matching you, and let them update you on when companies look at you, like you, and ask for your contact information. ZipRecruiter.com/Ken. It's the best way, the easiest way to get hired. I love it, love it, love it. All right, let's go to Levi now in Westfield, Indiana. Levi, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hey, Ken, how's it going?
Levi, I'm living the dream. What are you doing?
Not quite that.
All right, let's get after that. How can I help?
I'm currently just in a job that I thought I got clear. A year ago, I was laid off, coronavirus and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And so I took 2.5 months, and I thought I got clear, and I knew what I wanted to do. And now in the new job, I'm more unhappy than I was in the last job.
Why?
The work just is not stimulating to me. It doesn't seem like, nothing can really.
So you're
it's
bored.
Only once every month that I'm really interested in what I'm doing.
Yeah, so you're bored.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is a big time cause of burnout.
Yeah.
All right. So where's the disconnect between you said you got clear? I love it. I love it that you're paying attention to the show. You got the language right, and you did some work on yourself. So where's the disconnect?
Yeah,
because you were like, I thought, because a person who's clear knows what they're good at, talent. They know what kind of work they love to do, passion, and they know what results they want to create or produce, mission. That's what you know. You've been listening to the show. You agree with that, yes?
Yeah.
Where's the disconnect between you thought this was right, you get there, and you're bored out of your mind? Where's the disconnect?
I think as an engineer, I keep thinking that I like computers more than I like people, and it's not true.
Ooh. So are you telling me you like solving people problems more than technical problems?
I think I like solving technical problems for people.
Oh, and right now you're solving technical problems for who?
For, I guess that's a good distinction.
Yeah.
It's.
No, I'm serious.
I guess how I would describe it differently would be like a customer relationship. Like I want to be able to talk to somebody and to figure out what the issue is and then to solve it.
Good.
Okay, here you go. Here maybe is more of an issue is that I just identify the problem and test it. I don't participate in the solving of the problem.
Well, you're good,
That can be
Levi.
part of it, I guess.
Well, Levi, you're pretty darn good. I'm not sure I was even needed in this segment. I could have taken this segment off. And just let Levi talk to himself. No, seriously, dude. You just clarified it. You know what this is? This is awesome. This is a shift. That's all it is. It's a shift. You are doing work right now where the end result and the person at the benefit or getting the benefit of the end result, that's what's missing. It's just a shift to that. You just described it beautifully. I couldn't say it that good. I'm serious. You get it?
Thanks.
You get it now, don't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
What do you mean a little bit? You just solved it right there on the air. That was a beautiful description. See, you are analyzing the problem right now, but you're not actually getting to do the work.
Yeah.
And then you are not getting to do the work right there with a person so they can see it.
Right.
Let me give you another example and see if this helps you get more confidence in what you said. It's like being a mechanic. You love being a mechanic, but the role you play is somebody brings their car in and you look at it and tell everybody exactly what's wrong, and yet you don't get to fix the car or talk to the person at all. It's just you're the guy that goes, oh, it needs a new catalytic converter. I have no idea what I'm talking about right now. But then you don't actually put the catalytic converter on. You don't talk to the person going, hey, Ken, you need a new catalytic converter. Here's why. Here's what it's going to cost, why this is a good move for you. You should feel really good about this. We're going to get this done for you. You're missing that part. You're not actually solving the problem. You're only analyzing it, and then you're not serving the customer directly in solving the problem. Do you see it now?
Yeah, I think I do.
Okay. By the way, you're the one that diagnosed it. I've never had a caller do what you just did. It was beautiful. So here's the deal.
It's taken me 12 months to figure it out.
Well, but here's the deal. Now you have tremendous clarity. So now you start looking, is there a different seat on the bus you're on? Doesn't necessarily mean you need to leave this bus. You're just in the wrong seat of the bus. And so now you know how to talk to your current leader about it, or you know how to identify the right job somewhere else. So then you go,
Right.
I know exactly the seat I need to be on. If it doesn't exist on this current bus, then I will change buses, and I know what I'm looking for. You need to be hands-on, analyzing, fixing, and serving. Those are your 3 words. Right now, you're only doing the analyzing, right?
Right.
Okay, then. So any job description you're looking at, you're going, does this allow me to analyze, fix, and serve? Right? You could I'll give you another word just for fun because I'm enjoying this call so much. I need to analyze, fix, connect, and serve. That's that human connection that you long for. That's what you're looking for. Analyze, connect, fix, serve. I don't care. Any combination, those are your buzzwords when you're looking for this. Fantastic job. That was kind of fun. Levi I just kept asking him questions, and he was like, well, I don't know. And he just kept talking, and he figured it out for himself. And let me quick application here. That's the sweet spot for him. He's doing work he's good at, that he loves, and he's producing a result that matters. That's why I teach talent, passion, and mission. Hey, I got to get out of here, but before I do, you matter, and you have what it takes. This is the Ken Coleman Show. Press on.
Thanks for listening to the Ken Coleman Show. For more, you can find the show on demand wherever you listen to podcasts and watch the show on YouTube. You can also find Ken across all social media by following @Ken Coleman.